you know, I've done this a time or two, but I'm still a little bit of a dummy. Sorry about that. I forgot to add the mic. But we're back. I had this whole little intro. We had a fun little chat. You guys missed it. I'm so sorry. It's now lost to time. So apologies on that. Welcome, fam. It is so good to see you here. I was just saying before I was told that I was mute that we had a long stream on Sunday. It was a good time. It was exciting. It was stressful. We learned. We loved. Lost our minds. So it's great. But that being said, your boy's so tired. I am recouping. I am but a little mound of dirt and dust piled on my desk saying, please, for the love of God, let me be free. So this stream is going to be a little on the short side. So I apologize in advance. No Foxtrot 12. No 7-hour stream today. I would literally perish. I would perish like if you took something that needed a lot of water, perhaps a frog, and put it in the desert. That would be me, a frog in a desert. Not a good combo. So no 7-hour stream, but it'll probably be like an hour-ish, maybe just under an hour. I have to also, nobody asked, but I have to go pick up my doggy something from the store. So also that is a limiting factor. But until then, fam, we're gonna play Would You Rather. Now, the thing about this is we need to be a unit together. We need to be strong and we need to decide as a team. So we need to have some discussions when these Would You Rather happens. Chat, you're out of control. What are you... Don't make me come over there, chat. There we go. You were escaping the bounds of the overlay, but now you're fixed. Okay, so we're just going to start. I'm going to need you guys to be voting and paying attention, strong attention. Unless you're not, that if you're just passively listening, hello, focus on what you're doing. If you're driving, don't take your eyes off the road. So let's start. So we're going to just go into this. And our very first question is, let me see. So also the other thing, I'm hoping that my typing is, so I'm just literally every time I put up a poll, I'm just going to put vote A and B. So the way you vote is, I know, complicated process. So get your little pens and papers out and hit either A or B. So I think you guys got it. I have full faith in you. So let's start it. Oh, look at this. Oh my God, look at everybody. Okay, so you'll have to vote in the poll for it to count because the comments, we're professional. So we've got 2 Would You Rathers. Have to tell your crush your most embarrassing story or have to stand in a subway naked for 1 hour. For me, easy A. I like anybody who picks, and it's also going to show us the percentage of who says what. So I mean, it also depends. Like, for me, my crush, don't tell him, I have a crush on Austin. And I'm sure he's heard all of them already. So, I mean, I'm already a step ahead. To stand naked in a Subway for 1 hour, I choose to believe it's Subway the sandwich shop. And then they're just, like, throwing cucumbers to cover you. That is a fun imagery, but if it's, like, a Subway with a train, I'm not entirely sure what lives in a Subway. Yeah, that's a problem. And nobody wants that. And it looks like the poll is overwhelmingly agreeing to tell your crush your embarrassing story. Yeah, and the entire human population except for 16%. Well, that went by so fast. Okay. This one, I'm just going to skip because I'm not in America. Sorry, we're skipping that. Okay. Next poll. Get out of here. Oh, this one is, we've hit bathroom humor. We're 6 minutes in. This is great. So let's do I have to put a question? Okay, so we're just going to do A and B again. We need to know if we can lose the ability to pee or lose the ability to dumpy. So this one's hard because I feel like you're going to die either way. You're going to not be able to function. But the thing is, I feel like oh, look at all these nice comments. Hi, Moon. Nice to see you. I think you're a new face. I don't know if I've seen you guys. And Lion Turtle. Oh my God. Look at all these new buddies. But yeah, I don't know exactly which one would be more optimal. Personally, I feel like losing, now this might be a bad take, but I would just lose the ability to, you know, poop. Because I feel like I pee way more times during the day. You know what I mean? Like I have a bladder of a thimble of a little mouse. So I'm peeing all the time. So I think it would be really annoying because like, yeah, I don't know. Personally pee, it's looking like so I lose the ability to poop. So I would want to still. I don't like this I don't like talking about this bathroom humor. YouTube's going to flag me. So I think we're going to do B. It really looks like, that's overwhelmingly winning. So I like that. So I like it when people agree. See, guys, we just know it. We like if we ever have one that's opposite, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, end the poll here. Good voting, fam. Good voting, fam. We continue on to our next one. Oops, no, not Q&A. Please, Jaden. Smart up. Okay, so here we have change your skin color based on your emotions forever, or wake up every morning with a randomly different face for a year. That is, and I think this is another clear one. There's quite a bit of, oh, hey, Claudia. Oh, and Orangefully. I don't know if I've seen, there's so many new. Also, for anybody who's not, there's a Discord server down in the description. If you look past your Tootsies, you'll see them. Not your, I suppose my Tootsies. Down there, join the server. And we have a giveaway at the end of the stream for shiny Pikachus. So that's exciting. But yeah, I think personally, I feel like if you wake up every morning with a randomly different face, think of the opportunities that can bring. You could be robbing banks. You could be like, going after your worst enemy and causing them inconveniences and annoyances. And then the next day it doesn't matter because you got a new face. If people know it's still you, even though you have a different face, struggle. But the skin color changing on your emotions, that one I feel I am a shady person in my heart, and I am constantly, and by shady I mean shades of color, but I am a wacky, I'm an emotional creature. So I would first of all be a disco ball, and that would just be everybody, their eyes would burn off. But then also, I'm so exposed at that point. So I'm thinking that the poll is saying A, I personally am saying B, but I am going with the most popular opinion, and we want A. So we're going to go with A and see what the life says. Fluffy Faven, she immediately thought of crime to determine her vote. I'm not going to deny that, but I'm also not going to say I did that just for legal reasons. So, you guys were right. Okay, I'll take the L on that one. I'll roll that one back. Okay, let me end this poll. Start the next one. Oh, hi, Sage Sight. Okay, A, oopsies, A, and B. And let's see what this question is. Fall down, this one, okay, we need to set parameters together. Flight of stairs is tall, okay? Because I feel like this is, now can somebody help my dumb Canadian mind? What is miles per hour in kilometers? Is that 100 mile, or is that 100 kilometers an hour? Because if that's the case, I feel like that's just death. Whereas if you're falling down a stair, you might scrape your knee, you might dislocate your shoulder, but overall, maybe you survive. I feel like this chance of survival is quite a bit higher, and it looks like everybody's agreeing. There's 15 votes of 93. Yeah, close to 100 kilometers an hour, says Razorback. Like, at that point, you're just like, you're gonna hit the ground and turn into spaghetti. I meant confetti, but spaghetti works too. You're just exploding. So, and I mean, look, there's not even a question in it. 91% agree. Who's this chaotic 9% over here? I like your style. I like the cut of your jib. So, but we're gonna go flight down. We're hopefully not gonna fall down a flight of stairs. But if we had to pick, falling down the flight of stairs would be for the best, I think. It's 80 kilometers an hour, says Holly Cheercat. Okay, still, death, I do believe. Yeah, look, see, I was expecting more of a, I keep forgetting to end these polls. More of a difference there. Start a poll, get back to it, A and B. Okay, So we're either finding out the meaning of life or finding out all of government's top secrets. And maybe this is just me thinking in black and white, but surely the meaning of life has to be more important. You know what I mean? Like, the government, maybe they're hiding an alien. Maybe they've got little ET. Maybe they've got some flying saucers, flying sausages. Who knows? I don't know. And frankly, I'm okay with that. My life is unchanged. But if I find the meaning of life, and also, if you find out all the government's top secrets, what are you going to do with that information? Because if you tell somebody, A, they're not even going to believe you, but B, if you do, then you've got a target on your back. And the government's like, that one, get them, boys. And the FBI's coming and they're dragging you away, and now you're the alien in the FBI place, and you guys are hanging out and you're best friends. But in that scenario, you did get a best friend. So there are perks to that. But overall, I think meaning of life, you guys are saying find out all the government's top secrets. What do you want to know? Holly Cherrycat says the meaning of life is useless. But I feel like we don't know that. Maybe the meaning of life is just to live. So, I guess maybe I see where you guys are coming from. Razorback says you can sell government secrets to the other countries for big cash. But again, doesn't that put you on a list? I suppose if for the Americans in the chat, if you're in America, you could move to Canada and then start spreading the secrets. That might be the game plan. So you know what? I guess I'll go with you guys, but I've got a good feeling that the majority of humans are going to pick the same as me. I was wildly wrong. So I actually didn't say that. You guys are all hallucinating and I'm gaslighting the chat. Okay, end this. Okay, next one. Why would you rather? Could we smarten up with the bathroom humor? I am just... I can't believe the audacity of would you rather. So, we have got lick a pile of dog excrement or lick the floor of a school bathroom. This is gross. This is a gross scenario to be in. I feel like... just a bathroom in general. Now, I feel like if there's a better way to go about licking the floor of a school bathroom. Now, before you hate because, oh no, you guys are in agreement with me. Hell yeah. But because I feel like you could maybe time it so that the janitorial individual has gone through and given it a little bit of a disinfection. But dog poop, ew. You can't put lipstick on a pig for that bad boy. But light, oh gosh, I can't read. Light wisp, depending on the school, I would choose that. But if it was a middle school, no, absolutely not. I think you're right. Could you imagine if it was I don't know. I guess there's pros and cons for everything. Because I was gonna say a kindergartner, but I don't know. I feel like they could be germy little creatures. You want to know what my background is? You can't handle my background. It's just two cats hanging out, peeking into the stream. They're our friends. They want to know what's happening. So those are my friends. So I guess, you know what? Poll, chat, we're all together. B it is. Oh yeah, and still, look, can we win it? Would you rather? Because currently that's what we're doing. Okay, let me add the poll. Sorry, I'm not reading these before I'm making the poll, so you guys get a little sneak peek before my mind can wrap itself around anything. Okay, would you rather be the richest person in the world and live your intended lifetime? Okay. Be poor and live forever. You know what? Here's the thing. I would be rich and live for your intended lifetime. Look, everybody agrees. Because it's at the point of living forever, if all my loved ones are no longer there, if there's everybody agrees, it would be, I feel like, a curse to live forever. And then not on top of that, you're in a position to struggle. So I think that one's a no-brainer. Some freaking ding dong made this one, so we're gonna go with the clear answer. Clean. Yeah, I can't believe that was even a choice. Okay. Back to it. Let's close this poll out. On to our next poll. Okay, have to scream as loud as you can before starting every conversation. I am a leprechaun. Or have to smack every person you have a conversation with and call them an idiot. Definitely, because if you're just screaming it at the start of a conversation, I'm a leprechaun, you know, you can explain that and you can just be like, hey, like, you know, this is just something I do. But I feel like that's not affecting the person. You know, like you're saying it and it's maybe you're like, that's pretty loud in my ears. But like overall, it's a one and done. To smack somebody every time you have a conversation with them, I would not want to hang out with a person who smacked me every time they start a conversation. You're losing friends, you're losing loved ones, you're losing coworkers. God forbid you're talking to your pet, because then you got to smack the pet. The pet doesn't understand. You can't be like, oh, I was actually cursed and I have to smack you every time. No friends. You got nothing. And the poll is split 50-50. You guys, that is whack. That is wild. There's no way 50% of you want to smack people around. I can't even begin to fathom that. Like, I'm a leprechaun. That's, like, it's dumb. It's silly. But really, out of everything you could scream, it's not that offensive. It's pretty low key. So, and I mean, hey, around St. Patrick's Day, you're so festive. Everybody's like, wow, look at that person for a whole month. Well, maybe the whole first half of the month. They'll be like, how festive. What a fun person to be around. Thank God they're not smacking me. This is great. So, yeah, I think, you know what? It's a close one. I was shocked to see this. So I suppose we're going to go with this one because that is the correct answer. See, even this one was close. I can't believe that. Holy moly. Okay, ending this. Starting a new one. Okay, A and B. Okay, lose the ability to read, lose the ability to speak. That's tough. That is tough. I feel like this is so going to depend on the type of person you are, because I feel like an extrovert might be really stressed out by that, or, you know, somebody who is, you know, a public speaker or like something like that. And I feel like there's a lot of like tools out there nowadays to kind of assist in the ability to like not be able to read, like, you know, like text to speech and stuff like that, and be able to like, you know, speak and then the text comes up. I feel like there are things that you can like do, or not do, but like aids. Whereas like, yes, the ability to speak, you can like type and write and stuff, but I don't know. For me personally, I do a lot of speaking in life in general. I won't shut up. And a lot of my career revolves around making noise. So that, I'm a little torn on that one. So I think we're going to put this one in your guys' hand. Everybody's saying lose the ability to speak. Oh my God, the thing you do have, like above everything, is the fact that you can write. I got to assume, because just speaking, it's not saying losing the ability to communicate, it's saying losing the ability to speak. So surely to me that rings just like vocally. Yeah, because it's not saying anything else. Chat is not oh, there we go. I was just about to, I manifested that. Okay, so we're saying, oh, we're picking B. Almost picked, no. Yeah, lose the ability to speak. We'll see. The chat, we lost it. You lost it. That's okay, though. That's okay. We live and we learn. Okay, next poll. Here we go. A and B. We've got be abducted by an alien or be thrown in jail for a crime you did not commit. Now, we're on an alien theme because earlier we were talking about aliens, and hopefully we've made a good rapport with the alien up until then, and it's the same alien that we met in Area 51, and they're going to show us mercy, show us justice, and be friendly. I guess it's really, this one's really open-ended because I feel like being abducted by an alien, we don't know what they're gonna do. They could be a kind alien. They could make you a little treat, a little snack, and be like, you know what, we just think that you're cool, and we just think that you're an interesting critter, and we want to look at you. And you'd be like, thank you, that is the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me, thank you. But then the other one is be thrown in jail for a crime you did not commit. What's the severity of the crime that we're talking about? Because if it's you know, murder, that's no good. I mean, obviously no crime is good. We want no crime, but like if it's that compared to like I don't know which one's worse, jail or prison? I can't remember. Jail's worse, right? I can't remember. But I feel like getting abducted by the alien, like jail, like, and then you would go so mad trying to be like, no, like I literally didn't do it, and nobody would believe you. Yeah, so I'm thinking, it's a little bit far, it's a little bit skewed towards the alien, so I think we're gonna go with that. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Thank you for your patience as I put up the polls. Let's see. Live to be 400 and look 400 for your entire life. Live to be 80 and look 25 for your life. Come on, would you rather? Let's stop throwing us some softballs here. If you're looking like you're 400, you are literally dust. There is nothing left of you if you're 400. If they said, oh, you look like you're 90, okay, it can kind of, but at 400 years old, you are not even anywhere near close to being any semblance of a human. You're nothing. No offense to the 400-year-olds out there in the chat, but you are dust. You are specks of dirt in the earth fertilizing stuff. And that's just goofy. I just don't like that one bit. But if you're living to be 80, I mean, I feel like that's pretty close to the lifespan of a human. Yeah, 8-Bit Element says, dude, 80 is still a very long time. Yeah. And it's like, after 80, me personally, maybe I'm like, yeah, you know what? I've lived my life. Plus I know that the cap is 80, so I'm going to make sure that the bucket list is done by 79.9. So I think it's very, very easy. I think it's going to be B, and it looks like the chat is in agreement. I don't know who wants to look like they're 400, but 12% of you do. Good for you, but questionable, very questionable. Yeah. Cookie Cat, if you look like you're 400, wouldn't you just be great? That's what I'm saying. You would just not look like anything. You would just be a star, I guess. But yeah, that one's another easy one. So end the poll there with that. Clear as day. See what our next one is. Ooh, interesting. Start a poll. Okay. I will say that every time I start a poll. Okay. So immune from all laws within your country. We needed this one for the last crime one. Or be president of your country. Come on. Who wants to be the president or prime minister? Nobody. Absolutely nobody wants to be, there's so much pressure, there's so much expectations to run the country, and people hate on you, and and you gotta make tough choices. I go to the grocery store, I cannot pick between Triscuits and vegetable thins. It's a problem. So to be a president of a country would just be a disaster. But being immune from all the laws, come on. Could I walk into the bank and just be like, excuse me, put all the money into my pocket? And they'd be like, well, okay, you're immune. You're the purge all the time. So it's gotta be A. Yeah. And B, you know what? The 14% of you who voted B, I like your ambition. You're the type who do need to lead our country, who can take on that responsibility with a smile on your face. So, but you're in the minority, so we're not gonna vote for that. Sorry. So be immune. You could steal so much, says Claudia. Claudia, I like the way you think. Oh. What is our... Okay. Only be able to remember 3 things perfectly or have permanent short-term memory loss. I feel like I'm living B already. But do you get to decide the 3 things perfectly? Because we could genie this. And one of the things that you're able to remember perfectly is everything, your memory. Do you know what I mean? But if it's randomly 3 things, so if you're learning to ride a bike, learn how to eat, and the entire script of Shrek, if those are the only 3 things that you can remember, do you just you forget how to breathe and you die? I don't know. Yeah, both of these do suck. I think though, overall, I think having permanent short-term memory loss, it's hard to say because how short is the memory loss? I think that we should say, have you guys seen that movie, 50 First Dates, where whenever she goes to sleep, she forgets? And I think that's what, so let's do that. At the end of the day, you forget your whole day. Because I feel like if it's 5 minutes, that would be a hard one to do. So So it looks like it's a close one, but I think it looks like, oh, I was going to say A's pulling ahead, but B has pulled ahead. Sorry for the people. If I'm doing the highlights, you can't see the poll, but trust me. It's, I would never lie to you. I promise. I can still remember everything almost perfectly. It wouldn't be that bad, says Cookie Cat. Yeah. Okay, so, but you know what? With the votes coming in, it looks like sneaking ahead is having permanent short-term memory loss, which is, I think I would have to agree if I was picking. I think it's got to be that one, because the other one just seems like I'm going to die. What if I forget how to, have my heart beat? I don't know how to do that now. It's just kind of automatic, but... know the exact time, oh my god, when each of your family members will die, or save a group of children from death and give them their intended lifetime. Alrighty, fam, pause. Nobody vote. Somebody's already voted. People are voting. We need to remember that these are hypotheticals. And we also need to remember that I'm a selfish little shit. So, I am okay, but the thing is, I know I've said the thing is like 8 times, but there's perks to the first one, I suppose, because if you're like, oh my god, like I'm gonna lose this person at this time, but you also have that pressure. Do you tell them? Do you wreck their day? Is that would put a damper on your Friday night for sure. So do you tell them and then kind of, or like, and have the guilt of like not telling them and having that loom over your head? But I mean, kids, saving children, yeah. But like, no, just kidding. But I guess surely, I mean, when you look at the two, only one is causing actual pain, like physical pain to somebody. Because I mean, yes, you're like going to be in emotional turmoil knowing that, Uncle Steve is going to pass away to a roaming train. That would suck. But you can't really do anything about it. And I think you guys are right. I think it's got to be save a group of children from death in their intended lifetime. Yeah. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, did I finish that? Okay, yeah. Oh, this one? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Marry an exact clone of yourself or marry your sister or brother. I don't have a brother. And McCrusty, I would not be able to marry McCrusty for a myriad of reasons, but the biggest being she's a little fart. And, no, just kidding. The biggest reason, like, I mean, it's got to be A. Yeah, and everybody's agreeing. Plus, you know what? You just double, you get to double your production power. You guys are on the same wavelength all the time. Chores are only, you have to do half of it. That's kind of clutch. And, like, the way that they live, it's going to be the same way you live. Your standards of cleanliness and expectations are going to be bang on. So it's a little narcissistic, but I think the poll has it. 91% say marry an exact clone of yourself, and I am destined to believe you. So I think we're gonna do that. Oh, 8-bit elements, it can be a platonic marriage. Yeah, but the optics are a little odd if you're like walking down, like anybody who's known you and you're like, yeah, this is my brother Fred, and they're like, also my husband, and they're kind of like, well, I guess you don't have to tell them, but anybody who knows you beforehand, they'll be like, oh, questionable. So I think marry a clone of yourself, and it looks like people are agreeing. So we'll go with that. I need a little drink. My throat's going to absolutely die. Oh my God. Now we're getting some harder ones. The other ones, oh God, I keep picking Q&A. The other ones are softballs. Actually, you know what? I don't think this one is as hard as I thought. Find a cure for cancer or find the solution to world peace. It's gotta be world peace, right? Like, cancer, I mean, we're already on the up and up with technology and science and things that we're able to, like, do quality of life wise for people who, like, are affected by that. And also, like in the past couple of years, things have just, improved significantly. World peace, I feel like we're going a little bit of the opposite way. Things are not so peaceful. So, we can maybe let the scientists continue on their trajectory. It'd be great if we could speed up that process, but I think they're doing pretty good as they are. We appreciate their hard work, but world peace, Now, we can find the solution. It doesn't mean we cause world peace. I'm just a little knucklehead in Canada, in small little town in Canada. Nobody's gonna give a crap of what I say if I'm like, no, this is the key. They'll be like, get away from me. Why are you looking and touching my shoes? Get out of here. And so I don't like that. So, but I think if we could find the solution, and it looks like the poll is in agreement, it's gotta be B. Yeah, I agree. So we're gonna end the poll first, and then we're gonna pick B. Let's see. Oh, that was a close one. Everybody agrees. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, what a freaking jump scare. Talking about exercise. Run 5 miles every day. Okay, again, I need community's help on this. That's how many kilometers is that? Too many, I do believe. Or do 1,000 jumping jacks every day. Now, when they say run, maybe definitions of run could be a little different. You know, like maybe yeah. You know what? I'm kind of leaning towards chat. A being 62%, B being 38. Yeah, you know what? Northlight, a great way to start your day is an early morning run, so it can't get any worse. That's true. And I mean, like, I feel like, first of all, you're going to be just cardio queen at that point, but also, you can make it, like, all in one shot. You know what I mean? Like, 1,000 jumping jacks, I feel like, I mean, I couldn't run 5 miles now as it is. I will say that. But 1,000 jumping jacks. Like, what? Can somebody Google something for me? I would love you till the end of time. Could you Google if there's a world record for how many jumping jacks done, like in a day or and also tag me at JDBugs, so the it comes up in the chat as yellow, because then I'll be able to see it. But if somebody could look that up, that would be super good. But like, to me, I feel like it is more attainable to do 5 miles every day. There's no way that, and maybe I'm just, my scale of exercise capability is whack, because exercise is for people that are not me. But yeah, so I just, I think I'm gonna go with a 8-bit Elements says 3,873 holy damn jumping jacks. So Halk's up here flexing. 1,000 jumping jacks isn't that hard. Halks, you and I have different definitions of what is and isn't difficult, because I would be dead literally at maybe 17. Oh, Galactic Fox is coming in clutch. What a stream MVP. They say the top is 4,754. So I guess it's just a quarter of, the world record. That's nothing. Oh, Cookie Cat 2, you guys. Oh my God, we're good. You guys, MVPs, I'm telling you, MVPs. Yeah, I just think, Claudia makes a good point. Me and my asthma cannot handle running. Okay, so we're going to have to go with chat, and I'm in agreement with chat. We're running 5 miles a day. Easy. And by easy, I mean so freaking hard. Okay, let's, oops. Be the smartest person in the world, or be the wealthiest person in the world. I feel like this whole game, this whole little situation of events we have happening here is really exposing me for the real person I am, because immediately I'm like, I want to be the most wealthy person in the world, because I feel like the mental burden of being the smartest person in the world would be horrible. Like, first of all, you would be so narcissistic, because you would be like, literally everybody is dumber than me. 2, I would constantly feel a pressure to do something with that. I would be like, oh my God, like, if I'm not constantly writing theses and I don't know, whatever smart people do 24/7, I am wasting the small opportunity to be the smartest person in the world. Being the wealthiest person in the world, I feel like there's a lot of potential for good. I mean, there is potential for good to be the smartest person in the world as well, like doing science and like figuring out math 2 and 8 and stuff like that. But the wealthiest person in the world, you can allocate funds to certain charities. You can prop up cancer research, as we were talking about before. It's all full circle. How incredible. But there's a lot of things you could do with unlimited wealth, and maybe that's bad. It looks like I'm maybe not in the agreement. Everybody wants to be smart cookies. You guys already are. So, I mean, easy for you. But I don't know. Yeah, we're going to have to go with the smartest, but I think 8-bit Elements is with me. Money. Coda, you could get wealthy from being smart. Coda, that is such a big brain take, actually. You are exactly right. I didn't even think about that. Coda, you might have cracked this case wide open. I still think though I would have this pressure though, like the mental the mental rock that would sit on your, I guess where your mental lives, your noggin, would suck, and I would just feel constantly like I would need to do something, and I don't know, but I think you're right. But you guys are in agreement. You all want to be smart, so I respect that. Ooh, and you guys are right. It was close. It was close. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is... Oh my god, this one. Okay, I don't know. Kill your dog or kill your best friend. And what if your dog is your best friend? Then do you win or do you double lose? Because that's a little bit of a problem. Because here's the thing. I am an animal lover through and through and through. Like I have a dog who I love, and I often cry because she's 11 years old, and sometimes poor Austin has to deal with this. I just sometimes look at her and I'm like, she's got gray hair and her little legs sometimes hurt, and I just have an emotional time because I'm like, she doesn't know that she's aging and it's confusing for, I'm gonna get upset here, but it's just like, I love my dog, and she truly is my best friend, and dog best friend. My cat is not my best friend. My cat is my mortal enemy. But all of that said, a human is a human, and I don't mean that in a mean way to a dog, but like a human, like, not to disrespect a dog, but they don't have the same capacity for empathy and being a human and having like a human life. So I would be upset either way, but I feel like it would be morally worse to kill a human to a dog, And if it was just a random person, this might be a more difficult conversation, but if it's your best friend, I don't know. Yeah, so I think we're gonna have to go. It looks like the poll's in agreement. We're all the same. Everybody's saying skip. I'm so sorry. We had to go through this. We it's for science. So, but we'll do that. So we'll get past that sad one, and hopefully this next one will be a little bit more chipper. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but that's fine. We'll go with it. Be stuck in a chicken's body your entire life, or be stuck in a pig's body your whole life. Aren't pigs really smart? Like, could I be wrong on that? But I feel like pigs are like super intelligent compared to a lot of the other animals, and I don't know if a chicken is. A chicken has, I'm sure, their own set of skills and their own, they're great people and they throw wonderful get-togethers. But I think that intelligent-wise, they got a littler, tiny little thinking spot, which is their brain. A pig, and lifespan too. Like, I feel like a pig's lifespan has to be longer than a chicken, I think. I don't know much about farm animals other than Old MacDonald. So I could be ignorant in saying that, but I'm pretty sure a pig lives longer than a human. And now, once you are in this animal's vessel, do you have are you still like a human being in that animal? Or are you now just that animal? And you're at the whim of an animal's instincts. Because if you're still human, I feel like a pig, you could pull Charlotte's Web. You could be sending messages and stuff like that. Nobody's going to really take a chicken as seriously. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm being rude to the pigs. The poll is split right down the middle, 50-50. I don't know what to do in this case. I need help. I can't be the deciding factor or designing factor. Either way, I can't. I don't know how to. Oh, there we go. Somebody saved me from this turmoil. Where A is oh my god, A is really pulling ahead now. A is pulled ahead with 56%. Northlight says chickens could fly. That's a really good point. You could go for a little flutter if you wanted. Yeah. Yeah, your body, not the mindset. Chicken. I like this comment completely out of context. It brings me a lot of joy. Fluffy Faven just says chicken agility. And that's good. It makes me think of just so many wonderful things. So chicken agility, and with chicken agility, we have to say that you guys are correct. I'm curious to see. I think, honestly, I do think that pig's gonna win, but let's find out. Oh, see, maybe I don't know humans. Maybe I just don't understand. Oh, now we have randomly time travel plus or minus 20 years every I didn't read that before I started speaking, and that was a curveball at the end I wasn't expecting. Every time you pass gas, or teleport to a different place on Earth every time you sneeze. Land, not water. That is a very good distinction. So I think it's got to be, yeah, and B is already agreeing with me, but teleport to a different place on Earth, because if you're plus and minusing every time you pass gas, are you stuck in there until you have a bout of wind again? Or like, is it just like a brief moment of time? Because like imagine you have a time, sorry, and we're back to the whole bathroom humor situation, but if you had a questionable night of Taco Bell or somewhere else that's going to cause tummy distress, you're going all over the place, and you never know, like, you know, I guess the same if you get a feather up your nose if you're sneezing. But yeah, somebody said free vacation. Claudia, that's so right. And I mean, like, the thing is, I feel like you can make yourself sneeze, but I don't know if you can make yourself pass gas unless you're like actively like consuming something but like, you know how people can burp on command? I feel like if you were to stick like a feather up your nose, you can make yourself sneeze. So if like if you were in a bad position, like somebody's mugging you, you're like, hang on, and pull a feather out of your thing and go trying to tickle yourself, and they're like, what the hell is happening? And then they stab you. But yeah, I think the poll speaks for itself. B is pulling ahead considerably. So no, I think I agree. Teleport. It's gotta be. Yeah. Okay. I gotta end the poll first, because if I don't end the poll, I want to read them as I'm putting it up. Alrighty. Our next one. Oh my god. Would you rather? Can we chill? Lick the bottom of a worn shoe or eat from a stranger's foot. What does that mean, eat from a stranger's foot? Are they putting it up like a platter and on top of it is like a nice beef Wellington and you're taking little nibbles out of it? Or are you taking it like a fork and using the big toe as a prong? Either way, not a situation I would like to be in, but changes things up a little bit. Lick the bottom of a worn shoe. Who's the shoe worn by? And also, you know, maybe it's an indoor slipper with people who only step on soap. Maybe that's the case. I think I'd have to pick oh yeah, and everybody agreed, yeah, so far. The worn shoe seems to have it. So I have no idea how many people are in the chat, so I'm just kind of going, like, if you guys don't get a chance to vote, apologies, I'm just kind of going as we go. But, Claudia said, if it's my shoes, then yes, that is a great distinction, because if it is a stranger shoe, you do not know what type of germs and what type of particles are on the bottom of that. But your shoe, you can kind of have a rough estimate, like, okay, like, you know, I was visiting a chicken farm to figure out if I wanted to live in that body, and I stepped in, you know, some fecal matter of a bird, and so that is not something I want to look. Or you could be like, oh my god, I just recently actually went through a car wash and went in feet first. So yeah, I think bottom of worn shoe, it really looks like people are agreeing. There's 93%. So Lion Turtle, I have a question for you. What is wrong with that sentence that you just put? Because I'm wagering everything. They say, can we fry the feet? Lion Turtle, I think you misunderstand. We're not eating feet. We're eating from the feet. So no, I mean, we could. We probably have a physical capability of frying the foot, but I don't know if the owner of the foot would be very pleased with that. But I mean, you know what? Hopefully we're still immune to all the laws so that they can be like, no, it's fine. Fry my feet, I don't care. So, but A is so like overwhelmingly in the lead. So yeah, I think you guys are so right. Okay, lick the bottom of a shoe, boys. Now, our next one is get super strong every time you get touched, or get super speed every time you get touched. Are these stackable? Do they continue forever to increase and increase and increase? Because if you're, listen out here, if you're getting super speed every time you get touched, there's a point where you are just light and you are just like you are nothing. And super strong, like when they say super strong, I would like to interpret that as a mental strength or physical strength. It doesn't necessarily have to be muscles. You could be so strong in your resolve to do things. So you could like have better, mental capabilities and things like that. And there's a strength in that. Speed, I feel like you're just in trouble. I guess you could like, no, you can't. Cause like you would have a limit of how much you could get touched. So, and I would be sad because I would want a hug from time to time. I'm not a big hugging person, but every once in a while it feels good. It depends on who it's from. So yeah, I think strength, and I think you guys are agreeing with me. Everybody's Lion Turtle was trying to bring humor, and Lion Turtle, that you did. It made me think, and it made me have a little internal chuckle. So please keep up the good work. Robin 246, if you do B, they will stop touching you when you run. That's true. You just get fat. It's not me. It's you, really. So yeah. So and also touch. It says you get touched. So I'm assuming if you're like touching your arm or whatever, it doesn't count. So yeah. So I think it looks like the A's have it. So we'll end it with that, and then we'll do the next poll. And we'll see what pops up for this one. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Be able to bring 3 dead people you loved back to life, or be guaranteed an extra 20 years on all of your current family members' lives. This one, it is what it is. The people are already they've already kicked back in afterlife. They've set up a little situation. They're comfy. They're, doing their, who am I to disturb that? Plus, the people I loved, like, does it have to be reciprocated, or can I just like love, the best person in the world? I don't know who that would be. The person who, was the smartest person in the world. Can I bring them back? Or it has to be like somebody I know, which I mean is good, but I mean to guarantee an extra 20. And how are we defining current family? I got to assume like your immediate family. I'm going to lump also, my friends are also my family. And I think the ability to kind of wiggle around that definition of family will be a benefit to us, because they don't technically say blood family. So we could really be throwing out 20 years left, right, and center every time you're like, hey, you're my fam. And then boom, 90 years old. So yeah, and it looks like the poll's in agreement. It's B. 8-bit element. Let's maybe not make zombies. That's true. Because like it doesn't say like, it says bring them back to life, but they might be a little bit maybe not happy with that. Claudia, I don't care about my relatives that are dead. God damn. You know what, Claudia? To each their own. Aw. Okay, yeah. Honestly, it looks like the bees have it. I'm gonna start this poll. I think I have a system now to start the poll and then answer the question, so that way I'm looking at it when it pops up. Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's quite high. Oh my god. Okay. Live through the sinking of the Titanic or live through a kidnapping. I feel like living through the sinking of the Titanic, that's the only thing though. When did the Titanic sink? At least 2 years ago, give or take. In between 500 and 2 years ago it took place. So if it's way back when, am I dead now? Is there people? No, I'm sorry for my ignorance. I apologize. I don't know history. But when did that sink? 1912, Foxtrot and Light Wisp. Okay, so like, yeah, chances are you're, unless you're really eating your yogurts and getting really good fitness, chances are you're not kicking around anymore. So I think live through a kidnapping, because then you're still here. However, I think that live through the sinking of the Titanic would be more of a fun party story to be like, you know what, that sounds, your college story is great, but you just wait to hear what I've got. There was a door and there was ice water. It was great. You should have been there. Well, you shouldn't have been there because a lot of people died. But so yeah, I think so too. Living through a kidnapping, traumatic either way, but I don't want to be 100 and whatever it is, 100 plus years old. Cookie Cat says definitely A. Surviving a kidnapping would be more traumatic, but would it be? Because like, what if like how? To me, yes, kidnapping is no good. Obviously not. But like if the person's just like, here, get in my van, and then you live through it by jumping out of it within 5 minutes, like they don't really give you a lot. But like the Titanic, you're like living through the through sinking. I don't know, but it looks like B's saying, Northlight said either would be traumatic, but living through a kidnapping doesn't mean you get out unscathed. But with the Titanic, you're probably going to be okay, at least physically. That's true, but what if you have hypothermia and a walrus now is like you're looking at them and you're like, that looks like a warm place to be, and then you get in a fight with a walrus and it cuts your arm off. There's possibilities to be physically harmed there, I think, too. But I think you're right. The possibilities are higher with that. So I think we're going to go with B. Hold on. Let me end the poll. Let me do the next one. System. And boom. Wait, did I pick the... Yeah, I picked the right one. Whew, I had a... Whoa, 50-50! No way. Okay. Post every text message you ever sent on the internet, or have tattoos on your forehead depicting everything you did the day before. Do the tattoos go away? Like, okay, you gotta... We're putting some guidelines on here because they're too open-ended. The tattoos go away every day, and it is limited to texting. So, like, you know, if you're using Discord, or if you're using, like, I don't know what else people use, but it is, like, texting. Here's the thing. I don't text very often. I think I just text my mom. She's the only one who I still text. Maybe my sister. But like I'm out here using Snapchat. I'm out here using Discord. That's basically all I'm using actually. But still, like if it's just that, and like the tattoos, I'm trying to read. It's not saying that they appear. So do you have to go out and get them done? Because that would be, ouch, that would hurt a little bit. I feel like there would be embarrassment with the text messages. But I think overall, once the initial wave of like, oh my God, has died down, people forget. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, that person said that they, something super embarrassing happened to them. They sneezed and went to Timbuktu. Isn't that funny? But once that's done, I think it's that. So yeah, and you know what? Holy cow, the poll so agrees. 88% is saying A, 12% is saying B. So yeah, I think that's very clear. Okay. Let's see what people think. Oh, wow. Yeah, people definitely agree. Sorry. Oh, I got something stuck in my throat here. Okay. Find the true love of your life or be friends with all your favorite celebrities. Ooh. I think find the true, hypothetically, what if I already done one? So what if I can just pick B automatically? And then, yeah, so I gotta pick B. Now, I'm in a bad position because so we're gonna have to go with chat with this one and see what people think is the choice. Because, I don't know, there's a couple of celebrities. If you're friends, I feel like you get not, this is terrible that this is where my mind goes, but I feel like you get some perks out of that, There's a lot of that you can do. Holly Cherry Cat, who hurt you? I don't believe in true love. Holly Cherry Cat, it is out there. Don't you worry. True love, it doesn't even have to be, I don't know what the love is called. Amorous love? Whatever. It can be like platonic love, like we were talking about it earlier. Oh, Light Wisp, stop that. They say, whoa, being friends with Jade would be so cool. Light Wisp, that is the nicest thing anybody said to me. I'm going to sob and weep and pull myself out of this chair and be stronger today because of that. Wow, 50-50. I can't, somebody's gonna have to vote because I can't pick on this one because I've already got one. So, okay. Oh, look. Okay. So we've got B. B's slightly pulled ahead. And I think that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. So B is the be all end all. Okay, let's do, it's going by really fast. We'll do 3 more, and then I have to skedaddle for today. We'll do 3 more, and then we'll do a little a brief debriefing, and we'll continue with this another time. So we think we picked B. So this next one, I didn't get the poll ready. Okay, be able to taste any food by just looking at it. Be able to feel anything by looking at it, are these turn on and offable? Because if I'm looking at any food and any time I look at a food, I have to taste it, that is disgusting. You see those videos on Facebook and you see those videos and all over the place that are like a rage bait. And they're just like putting the stupidest stuff on things. Or like you see, for example, you're watching somebody do a hot pepper challenge. If I'm looking at it and I'm immediately tasting it and I don't get a choice, that is terrible. On the flippity, being able to feel anything by looking at it in the same parameters of not being in control. If I'm feeling things, are we talking emotionally feel or are we talking physically feel? Because there's certain things I don't want to feel, nails on chalkboard being the top one. But I don't know, like this one... Okay, chat, we got to decide. Are we able to turn these on and off, or are they, is it constantly, or do we get to decide? Because if we get to decide, I'm picking food. Easy, clear as day. Because it's like, you're super hungry. You're like, I could go for a creme brulee right now and just Google it, and there it is. I think, Lightwith says food. Think the cake, the sweets. I think we're going to be able to turn it on and off. That's going to be my ultimate decision for the group. I'm making the executive decision. Yeah, on and off. Everybody's saying on and off. Foxtrot 12 says it doesn't. They say it doesn't say you have to. That's a really good point. Who is this? Who's it? 8-Bit. Imagine looking at lava on Google. You just have to feel that. And sometimes we see things on Google and we feel stuff, but that's a different kind of feeling. Yeah. Okay. So it's A for sure, you guys. Yeah, that was very clear. Okay. Be able to taste anything. Next one up we have... Okay. Oh. No, I don't like this one. This is too personal with what's happening in the pancake. Okay, well, sorry. If somebody voted, I apologize. We're back to this one. Be able to find anything by thinking about it, or be able to date any person you can think of. Come on. I'm picking A. But this is hard, I like, you guys are gonna, yeah. I think, and find anything, like, look at this. Be able to find anything by thinking about it, or doing a throwback. I want to find the meaning of life by thinking about it. Boom, you found it. I want to find myself. I want to become a stronger person. Find myself. Boom, there it is. I want to find the winning lottery ticket. Easy. I want to find, I don't know, just something exciting at your fingertips. Not really, but you know what I mean. So, and the chat is kind of in agreement. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of. Imagine the crimes I could commit with the first option, says Alex. That's true. Oh, Galactic Fox, I want to find true love. Oh, exactly. Oh, that's a good point. That's a really good point. You could just finagle it that way. Yeah, and it looks like chat is in agreement. I think I've said that like 8 times, but I'm going to continue with my happy little self. So A wins. And this, I think, will be our last one as we're coming up into 6 o'clock anyways. So we'll do one more and then we'll do a quick debriefing. Let's see what our last one of the night is. Wow, 60%. We've got be publicly embarrassed, but have everyone forget after a year, or have your entire family publicly embarrassed for 2 years. Are you part of that? Like, are you part of the family being publicly embarrassed? I mean, like, and these are hard because it's like, we don't know like what they mean exactly. Like, is it like they're in a subway naked and that's why they're getting embarrassed? Or is it like for, I don't know, something like they did dumb? But, oh, you guys are so nice. 11 people say be publicly embarrassed yourself. And I think, well, I mean, you're kind of part of your family. So, well, I mean, that was a stupid sentence. Yes, you are part of your family. So do you get roped into that? Because that's just a sucky one. But yeah, I think being publicly embarrassed, that would suck. I do that on the daily though, as I'm living my life. So I could live with that. So yeah, I think it's A. Claudia says I rarely go outside, so I'll deal with it. So A. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. No, and it looks like A has it. I said this is the last one, but I want a better one. I want to do one more. I've tricked you. Keep you on your toes, and we'll eat off of those toes. Okay. Let's see what our last question is. Be able to read anyone's mind or know the exact time you will die. I feel like the second one is like a bad thing. Like, of course you'd want to be able to read anybody's mind. Knowing the exact time you die, that's just a recipe for anxiety. Like, you're like, oh my God, like August 17th is coming up and I'm not ready. So I feel like that one's a negative one. But maybe you could be like, oh, like I can jump off a building because I'm not dying till next Friday. So, well, maybe that's a little, you could die from okay, bad example, but I think reading anybody's mind, you could use that power for evil very easily, but maybe you could use it for good. Like if somebody's like looking sad, or somebody's looking like their skin isn't changing color to show their emotion, so you're able to go inside and kind of figure out what's up, and maybe be able to cheer them up, or maybe be able to do something like that, or on the evil side be able to manipulate them. But I think that's it. And it says being able to read somebody's mind, so it's not like you're constantly hearing it. So yeah, I think. Oh, 8-bit elements, you could expose people who did some villain stuff. Just villain stuff. No, we're not going to go into any details, but just nefarious villainry. Yeah. Okay, and that's the last one, I think. And yeah, we've come up to 6 p.m. I'm sorry that was a short one. I'm just brain dead. So thanks for hanging out, guys. If there's anybody, I have no idea like who or what is in here at the moment. I can't see anything, but thank you guys for coming in and joining me this evening and for hanging out. It's been a good time. We're streaming next Tuesday. Keep your eye open for that. We're gonna do, I don't know what we're gonna do at this point. We're doing a giveaway for the shiny Pikachus that we caught on Sunday. For 7 freaking hours. And to enter that, you had to be in the Discord server, and you had to react to like a post thing. Anyway, also to say, just go to the Discord server. It is a good time. We have good time and bagels. So the people who won are Indigo, The Floof, and Saf Animate. So I'll be tagging them later, and probably tonight when I'm back home, tag them. And send them some Pikachus. So yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. We got some comments here I'll read. Bye from Foxhot12, Cookie Cat, bye JD, Light Whisk, goodbye Jade, I will be there for the next streams. See you in the Discord server. Oh, Northlight. Tuesdays evenings are like the best part of my week. Northlight, I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna freaking just turn into a puddle of goo and just melt away into a storm drain. Aw, you guys, no, I'm gonna, yeah, there's big emotions happening right here. You guys have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this lovely Tuesday, and we will be here next week. I don't know what we're doing. It's just, we're here for a wild ride. I'm barely hanging on, so that's wonderful. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you next week. This is me, Adam.